So there is reason, good reason to be excited as a Yankee fan heading into 2024. Let's talk about that right now. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope you're enjoying a great weekend. So, first and foremost, I want to thank the mods, the moderators, for being such an integral part of this channel in 161 River family, especially on the live streams. We've done a great job of helping to maintain semblance of common sense and sanity and respectfulness, and putting trolls in their place when they need to, and so on and so forth. So, because that happens, and I can't thank you enough for helping to maintain the environment that we've built here. And again, this is one reason why I think this channel is special and this family is special. You are such important, all of you are so important members of this. I can't thank you enough. Okay. Why do I bring this up? Well, as we know, I've said this from the beginning, people's opinions are important. They matter. Whether you agree or you disagree, it encourages us to consider your position, whether you, especially when you disagree. And if this is why we ask you to prove it, right? And if you can prove it, it adds credibility to your argument. It adds credence to your argument, and it really, we have to consider your position. We may not like it or agree with it, but if it's a legitimate position, you got to respect it. Okay? And I have no issue with that. Where I take issue is bringing lies to the channel and trying to spin them and sell them off as fact here. That's not opinion. That's propaganda. Other channels do it. Other people do it. I don't do it, and I don't welcome it. Okay? And I will call out people who do. So, especially ones that come on and try to spin these lies and point them off as truth on this channel. And I'll give you an example. People were saying recently, even last night, the Yankees haven't done anything since Juan Soto, which is beyond comical lie. Okay? They'd be better off saying they haven't done anything that I like since Juan Soto, or anything that other people say they should be doing that I agree with since Juan Soto. That's what people are, be better off saying, because that's a lie trying to pawn it off as truth. Okay? Just admit that. Own it. Okay? So, like I said, opinions are important. It makes the channel better. It elevates the conversation, elevates the content. We can continue to encourage you to bring them. Okay? We bring them. Okay? And I thank you for it. So, and speaking of that, I mean, the title of this is There Are Reasons to Be Hungry. Well, the Yankees are hungry for 2024 and are showing it, right? And there's reason to be excited as to that. And I'm going to give you my take on this, and let me know what your thoughts on. If you happen to be not subscribed to this channel and you want to be part of these discussions moving forward, okay, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoy the content too. And if you always want to be at the front of the line when news comes in and you want to know when we go live, just hit the notification button. Thank you so much for that again. And I can't wait to start reporting games when we start playing. We're less than 2 weeks from spring training. There's going to be games to be talking about on a regular basis. I cannot wait to have you in here and to talk to you about all of them, because I want to get your thoughts on what the heck's going on in the Yankee land. And again, spring training's not over. I mean, the offseason is not over, I should say. Spring training hasn't started, but it won't be over for a while. I expect the Yankees to make more moves. I don't know what types of moves, but again, not every move, and I say this before, not every move has to be a big, expensive one. I'm just as excited as the young kids that the Yankees have, and they're part of showing why the Yankees are so hungry right now. They're taking a very proactive approach. Some of these young kids, shout outs to Jason Dominguez and Anthony Volpe and Austin Wells and all the Oswaldo Cabrera, Oswald Peraza. They've been out there in Tampa working their butts off, try to improve on last year, right? Trying to become integral members of this Yankee family, so that if they get an opportunity to replace a veteran player who might not be able to contribute anymore, they can step up and do that, okay? And they're carrying themselves like a pro, a mature adult. And again, the Yankees have not been this deep in a long time on the position player side and on the pitching side. Okay, I'm just as excited as I am about Will Warren and Chase Hampton and Henry Lillane and Clayton Beater as I am about other guys that the Yankees have. And the fact is, let's go back to the timeline here, okay? Because some people just don't seem to either understand this or don't care. When the Yankees offered $30 million a year to Yoshinobu Yamamoto, it turned out to be the biggest AAV that he was offered by anybody. But that was before they were over the Cohen threshold, so it would not have cost double. Okay? He turned it down, went to the Dodgers. Didn't want to be anywhere but the Dodgers. Fine. Then they pivoted to Blake Snell. They offered him $150 million a year for 25 million per. Okay, he doesn't need to take a 1-year prove-it deal. He's a 2-time Cy Young winner and he's got nothing to prove. Okay, that's a fact. And he's going to parlay off the Cy Young season no matter what. But now he turned it down too. They counted with 9 years, 30 million per, which I don't think he'll get from anywhere. If he does, I'd be very impressed. And not only him, but Scott Boras too. But if he does, then that's the case. But again, he turned it down, meaning he wouldn't take anything less than 25 million a year from the Yankees. So now they were under the threshold when they offered him that too. He turned it down. Then they pivoted to Marcus Stroman, who wanted to be here, took less money to be here. That took them over the threshold. Okay, so a portion of his salary is over the threshold, will be taxed double, not the whole thing. But now moving forward, any move they make is going to be double, meaning Kanan Middleton, who signed the other day with the Cardinals for $6 million this year with an option for next year, would have cost $12 million this year for the Yankees. Wandy Peralta, who signed for 4 years, $16 million with the Padres, $4 million, he would have been $8 million here. Did it make sense to give any one of those guys double? No, it did not. That's why they didn't do it. Okay, it was a wise move for the Yankees to refrain from doing that. Okay, especially when they've added anywhere from Cody Petit, Victor Gonzalez. They've added Cody Morris. They've added Matt Gage. They've added Luke Weaver. They've added guys to the bullpen. Plus, they have Scotty Frost coming back, Luis Hill coming back. Okay, and they've added Marcus Stroman to the rotation too, a guy who wanted to be here. So, and if we get some semblance of rebound seasons from Carlos Rodon, Nestor Cortez, DJ LeMahieu, Giancarlo Stanton, is there any combination of those guys, if they improve, along with the expected development of the young players and the production that we already get from other guys, this Yankees team is going to be a million times better than they were last year. Did the Orioles get better with the Corbin Burns trade? Yes. Did the Dodgers get better? Yes. But that doesn't mean the Yankees got worse. The Yankees, there is not a team in the American League, in my opinion, that has gotten better than the Yankees, has been busy as the Yankees. Okay. And another thing to be encouraged about is, these guys that are working right now, if you look at Glayway, which is Gleyber Torres, has his own YouTube channel, and he's showing footage of him taking cuts in the cage and working out with Aaron Judge and Oswaldo Cabrera. You got Oswald Peraza, you got other guys in there too. And James Rosen, their new hitting coach, who's not only connected to, has a relationship already established with Aaron Judge, but it's given him an opportunity to develop a rapport with all these other young hitters here, including Gleyber Torres, that it's going to be off on way ahead of the game when the Yankees start spring training. He'll have an established rapport with these guys already. Okay? That's a wonderful thing. And they brought in Brad Ausmus, too, to be a complimentary to consigliere to Aaron Boone. Essentially, he brings that Larry Boa fire to Aaron Boone's Zen approach, which the Yankees needed. They needed an offset, right? So he's got a balance now there, too. So the Yankees have been very methodical with who they've been bringing in this offseason. Not only players, but coaching as well. So, and I think it's going to pay off. And I cannot stress how excited I am for that. Now, if Blake Snell happens to fall into their laps, so be it. That's on the Yankees to pay double. Same thing goes for Cody Bellinger or whoever else, Matt Chapman, Jordan Montgomery, blah, blah, blah. I can see Jordan Montgomery even going to Boston. Theo Epstein's now part owner of the Red Sox. He joined the Fenway Sports Group a few days ago. I reported on that as well. And, as a senior consultant and a part owner. So would I be surprised if somebody came in like that with that much street cred in Boston, who's beloved in Boston, who wants to set an example like the Orioles did the other day when they got new ownership and say, we need to show that we're serious about winning too, and bring somebody in like Jordan Montgomery and a guy like Jorge Soler? Or would I be surprised? Not in the least. That's something they can do. Have they done it yet? No. But that's something that Theo Epstein brings, that type of juice over there to make that possible. Just like the Orioles' new ownership made that possible, right? The Blue Jays got better too. They added Justin Turner, veteran player, but he still puts the bat to the ball. Okay, and the Yankees have gotten a lot of players aside from Juan Soto, the elite glove of Trent Grisham, the contact hitting. What was their biggest problem that we all acknowledge was offense, right? They were too right-handed and too reliant on home runs. Well, what did? They brought in 3 lefty contact bats. Okay, 3. One of which happens to be one of the best hitters in the world. And now the Yankees have 2 of the 5 best hitters in the world here, Judge and Soto, on the same team. With the improvement that they've got. And they've got all these guys who are motivated to play better and to be healthy already in Tampa, early, fit, healthy, in shape. They're off to a really good start. Okay, that is worth noting, and I will not hesitate to note that. Now they got to stay healthy. They have to produce, obviously, but that's worth noting, and that's why I'm excited as a Yankee fan, and I hope that you're excited as well. And again, I cannot wait to be reporting on Juan Soto, right? And Aaron Judge and Anthony Volpe's potential development. He's made some adjustments to his stance too. So I mean, and you got to compliment, a lefty platoon and a righty platoon on the catcher of Austin Wells and Jose Trevino, who's back. One hits righties well, one hits lefties well. Okay, and he's shown to be a pro too, taking that approach, taking a leadership spot, a leadership approach here too. Austin Wells, as is Anthony Volpe. Young kids with great heads on their shoulders, showing poise and leadership. That's what Derek Jeter did when he came here. He showed that character, showed that maturity. These guys are showing the same thing. Okay, and we're seeing the same type of carrying themselves of a Jason Dominguez and a Spencer Jones, and some of these kids like Will Warren. They have a good head on their shoulders. I've had the opportunity to speak to Tyler Hardman and some of these other folks. Good heads on their shoulders. Chase Hampton, I spoke to him too. Good heads on their shoulders. Okay, these guys are students of the game. They're smart kids. They happen to be really good pitchers too. So a lot to look forward to in Yankee land. A lot to look forward to. So this is why they're showing that they're hungry. And the Yankees haven't done this in a long time at this level with this many players. So it's reason to be excited as a fan. I can't stress how excited I am. And I hope that you are too. Okay, so have a great day, everybody. If anything comes out, you know you're going to get it here. Talk to you next time.